All right. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be in time and space. This is Kinneas, and we're picking it up where we left off last time. And that was with sticks and stones. And this one is going to be villager needs, basically. So in the last live stream, give me just a minute here. I need to monitor something. In the last live stream, Sticks and Stones, I talked about what I feel is the most important. How you want to play is entirely up to you. Me, I've played through a couple of times, and I've gone about it a certain way where I've spent days and days and days and days just grinding away and struggling to make money. And I said, there's got to be a better way. So for me, it was doing what we did in the last live stream. We immediately went to work trying to get our some basic buildings in place. A house for at least 2 villagers. It doesn't matter if they're going to get married and have a kid or not. I needed 2 people working. I needed the extraction shed and the work shed, sticks and stones. Everything from here, for the most part, is going to revolve around sticks and stones, whether you're upgrading or building a house, or you are crafting something to sell. All right. Our main goal right at the moment, and it's a pretty easy, achievable goal going about it the way that we're going about it, and that is to raise at least 2,000 gold before winter comes, so we can make our way to a tailor and get ourselves a nice set of winter clothes before things get too crazy. Your villagers don't need clothes as far as I know yet. They may at some point, but right at the moment they seem to be just fine without having to buy clothes and put that in the resource storage. Things are loading up. Let me what I wanted to monitor was make sure that the stream is okay on YouTube. I need to get over there. Launching through OBS is a different, they've got it all set up now. So you don't launch from the YouTube live stream thing. It's all done in OBS now. Good. It shows the Medieval Dynasty villager needs making money is live. Good. Great. We're in good shape. Okay, so this is where we left off. I'm going to keep playing this particular scenario with this, the way we've started, for a while, and then as we move a little bit further on, I'm gonna jump ahead to the game I'm currently playing, where I'm almost at city level, and I've got lots and lots of villagers. I kind of showed you that in the very first video, the intro, talking about how this can be a 9 levels of hell gaming experience. And I showed you all the houses and villages and all the stuff I have going on. I want to eventually get back to that, but this is the way I started my last game. The way I'm starting here with you now, creating the first couple of basic buildings. Oh, I needed to get back to our little village, and I needed to get them set up with some proper tools. I forgot to put shovels in the resource storage, so I need to take care of that. Get my headphones on here. Hope you're having a great day. If you're into this kind of title, I think you're gonna love it. Again, I'm not really sure where he's going with it. He's gonna bring in armor and what do they call that with when you create heraldry on your shields? You know, so heraldry is gonna come into it somehow. The bandits are getting way more aggressive. They're starting to show up in the first year now. And as I've progressed through the game, now I'm getting jumped out in the open by bandits, and usually 5 at a time now. So you have to be on your toes running around in the later game. Some good plants around here. There's some wonderful fields up north that are just loaded with plants. I'll probably run over there and show you one in a minute. But got some nice stuff around here. Might as well grab it while we're making our way back over to our our little dwelling area, our camp basically at this point. I really don't like killing the youngsters. I usually go for the stags. They're supposed to renew every season, but I don't know. Am I lost? Did I put my marker in the wrong spot? I did. I didn't put my marker here. Okay. I'm going in circles. There's my campfire again. I'm like, somebody else does a campfire out here? What? No. Dummy. I hear a hog. And he sounds aggressive, so let me get my axe out. Where are you? Ah, crap. Ah, there you are. Might as well run up and get him. Oh, he decided to... no. I don't know what he's gonna... The last one killed me. Last one had a partner. Okay, so when you get hurt, immediately, unless you have a potion of healing, get into, into your food and get those daisies and dandelions and start chewing on them and get your health back up. I also am hungry, so let me eat a couple of these apples. Might as well eat this oat roll and get that, and I'm gonna need some water. I picked up those buckets. Poisoning. Did I just get poisoned? No, I didn't. But in case you do, you eat St. John's wort. We'll negate the poisoning. There's this partner. I knew there was a second one around here. Where are you? I'm in a bad spot because I'm so low in health. I don't want him to get away now that I've jacked with him. Oh, you crafty little guy. Get away. Did I not skin the last one? Okay. So while these villagers that we've hired are going, or hired or decided to take on, while they're working for me, I need to be working for them, and hunting is going to be a big part of that, making sure that they have food. I can put the raw meat in the food storage, but I'm not sure if they cook it or not. So I usually just run into the dwelling, and we've got a rabbit here. Let me collect that. Rearm our trap. Every time you use your trap, it diminishes in durability, and it eventually breaks. So you'll have to make another one, but let's rearm that. Okay. So let's get this meat cooked up and get some food in our food storage for our villagers here. Fire. If you hover over the cauldron, you can select food items that you can make, but I haven't unlocked any of these and don't want to purchase any. I'm just interested in meat right now. So hover over the charcoal and then hit E again. You get your roasting options. I want to roast all this meat that I have on me, so 9 chunks. So again, they're taking care of me and I'm taking care of them. So in the past, I've done everything myself. I go out and gather everything myself and harvest everything myself. And this way I've decided, nah, that's just too much. So putting them to work, getting the sticks and stones, leaves me to free to go hunt for them, and they're going to help us make a whole lot of money before winter. Okay. Look at my food filter. Somehow or another, somewhere I picked up some porridge. Not sure where, but might as well throw that in there. There's the roasted meat. All 9. Well, let me give 8 chunks. I might need a piece. And that's all I have. Now, I needed to get those water buckets filled up and make sure that they're in my inventory still. buckets. Oh, they're not showing up. Before we bought 2 of them. We did buy 2 of them, but where did they go? Well, obviously something was changed because we didn't, according to this, we still have all of our money. So now I got to make my way back. Oh, while I was there in inventory, I saw firewood. There's 3 firewood. Your people are gonna, even in the middle of summer, they want firewood to burn. So you need to keep firewood in your resource storage. And see if I have any logs on me. I can turn any logs I currently have on me into firewood. I can make 4 bundles of firewood. I am dirty. I also needed to have shovels, so I just ended up stupidly using all my wood for that. But I need to put some shovels in there as soon as possible. Oh, firewood in there. I should have thought of that first. Okay, so 16 firewood. Good. Oh, if they are extracting anything and have pulled anything out already, I can look in the you can look in here under this production icon and see what they've done. They've already pulled 1 limestone and 2 stones. So they're rookies and they're going to be really slow to start, but they're going to start gaining experience and start really becoming valuable members of the team. Okay. We need to run back to town and get buckets. Go to the map, put a marker on the town so I don't get lost. It's not that it's that far, but when you're first playing, you know, you might be confused as to where you are. So popping little markers on the map is a good idea. When trying to find things like we were filtering animals earlier, being able to plop a marker down as to where a particular animal is, where you head off to go find them. As stated in other videos and earlier, that you're going to do a lot of slogging for a while. If we can hurry up and raise like 10,000 gold, around 8,000 actually, somewhere in there, 6 to 8, I think, as high as 10, we can get a horse, or a little bit less, we can get like a donkey. That'll allow us to carry more, but I have unlimited weight on at the moment. But to have a horse, you're going to need a stable in place, and you're going to have animal feed, you know, the food for them, and So, you know, until you're ready for all that, yeah, you're going to be running around a lot.
How is life treating you?
Just fine, thanks for asking. I needed these 2 buckets of water. Met them. There isn't another tavern nearby, but this lady, now that I'm thinking about it.
Goodbye.
Yeah, bye to you. This lady around the corner that sells food, she might put that axe away. Running through town with an axe. Gee. This lady over here sells food if she's in, and she's not. Yeah, she is. And she might have some buckets or water too.
It's nice to meet you.
You too.
Best goods in the valley.
She does. She's got 14 of them. I don't think we can afford all 14, but we can afford 1. That's fine. At this stage of the game, with only 2 villagers in our group, it's very easy for me to do the babysitting and provide all their needs. Later, you know, when you have a lot of villagers, you're going to want a well. And at some point, you might even want somebody to run the well so that all the water buckets are staying full. But normally it's so easy to do, to fill all your buckets with quick crafting, that it's usually an unnecessary job. I mean, it just takes a moment to grab all the unfilled buckets, run to the well, just refill them all at once, and then go drop them back off. So again, all food and water goes in the food storage resource building. Oops, wrong one. Get them all confused, Pa. Okay. So they've been drinking from this water skin. They've consumed one. Put all 3 of these buckets in here now. And they've been noshing on. Let's see if they've eaten any of the berries yet. Okay. Any of the food that we have on us? No, just our one roasted meat. Okay, so now we can get cleaned up. It's getting a little late. We might just want to, I don't know if it's overcast or at the end of the day, but we definitely need to, I don't think you can get clean in something this shallow. No, we would have to go all the way back out there. You can, however, but I've already used our buckets. I don't have any buckets on me now to fill up a wash basin. So we're gonna have to slog our way back down to the main river and clean up that way. Maybe there'll be some ducks over here. Yeah, there's some ducks. Spear out. Let me show you though. Just go out into the water where it's a little bit deeper, and you'll see that our cleanliness meter just went back down to 0. We're good. Okay, need to move up on, oops, need to move up on these guys as slow as we can. When they're in deeper water, it's a little bit tough to see where they go and where your spear is underwater. Sometimes you'll end up, sometimes you can lose them. Hopefully that's good enough. Good, we got him. So it's underwater. We know it's ahead of us somewhere. We can crouch down. Sometimes we can see under the water, but we need to kind of keep an eye out for where it's at under here. We're looking for this thing to change. There it is, the duck. And we're going to skin it underwater, and that'll give us our spear back. Okay, good. And we can get another one. Enough. Right around here somewhere. Oh. Oh, did we lose it? Back up a little bit. He was right here. Right about here. I'd hate to waste a duck. And right around here. Now that, not that big of a deal, but it, you know, it's kind of In deeper water, sometimes you can crouch down and see under the water. This will take a drink of water. We are desperately thirsty. All right. Let me see if I can hit Alt and find it. See under the water. Yes. Good, that came in handy. So somehow or another, he ended up over here. Spear. And there's the duck. All right, nice. Thank goodness I remembered to use that left Alt. Inspection mode or something like that. Okay. Yay. This guy's hunting for food. He's not even aware we're sneaking up on him. Oh, he got away. Got him. It's funny, inspection mode's not working now for this one. Really? Come on. Why isn't it working now? Show me my spear and my duck. Ah, now I can see underwater here. See it. You don't drown. This one might be lost. What's that? I almost want to break out my torch. See if I can, I'm trying to like light up the water. The way that does happen. So eventually you may lose something. In this case, it doesn't want to show up under the inspector mode and show me where the spear and the duck went. At a later time, as I'm crossing this river, maybe in better light during a non-rainy day, we'll be able to spot him easy. Come back for him at some other point. All right, so what was I doing? I was what was I doing? We're now hunting. Really got to take care of the villagers, so I need to I don't know if any of the villagers up at this next place have any buckets. Probably have to go to a village over there. Let me show you this neat patch of land. Let me go show you on the map here. Okay, we're currently here. And it's usually, I believe it is right in here somewhere. And it's just loaded with plants, you know, all the chicory and the dandelion. And let me see if I can find it over here. It'll just take a minute to run up this way. Hopefully nothing big and scary pops out. But if you're into gathering all the... Hello, Badger. If you're interested in having a good supply of chicory, dandelion, daisy, St. John's wort on hand to heal yourself, it's a great idea. this is a good place to run to every season. Well, when they, oh man, there's a giant a buffalo. They call them Wissant. Right away, there's 2 of them in the area. You can kill them with the spear and then run up and try to finish them off with an axe, but if they hit you, and I've got such little health at this point, they could easily kill me. So I'm going to just kind of avoid them for right now. Aha, getting closer. Look at this. Everywhere you look. Loaded. So when people say, well, what's the best location to start? There's no best location to start. But every season, if you know where the spot is, you can just run over here. But you know, and you might want to plop a house down near these guys so that every spring or whenever they bloom, you always have big supply on hand. I don't know that your villagers use any of this. I don't know that they poison themselves or anything like that. But I'm going to take a minute here to load up on some of this because we're running into things, and I've got you know, our health, we don't have unlimited health, and I could get killed, and I don't want to risk that. Just give me a moment here to load up on these. If you are really, for whatever reason, you're just going to push the survival game, and you really want to play the survival game before you get into any town building or anything like that, you're going to need a lot of these on hand. You can really make a little food and water go a long way by constantly eating these. So running, you know, getting over here first, or a place like this, and just loading up on as much as you can before doing anything. That way you can constantly be chewing on these plants to reduce your hunger and reduce your thirst. Matter of fact, let me go ahead now and take a quick little stop break and start munching on one. A couple of them. So you see our little counters in the bottom now? They don't last long. The effect of them doesn't last long. That's why you need a whole bunch of them. But again, if you're in a tight spot and you need to make sure that you conserve as much food and water as possible, you're going to run around or do something really strenuous, run across the map, and you're running out of food and running low, just start slamming these bad boys. So they've run out, so go back to them. Double click, or hit F. Counter's going again. So that's a pretty big tip. I don't see a lot of people in the forum talking about it. I guess later in the game, you know, once you built up enough experience, you know, you don't need to consume as much food or water, so it doesn't become such a big deal. We're gaining more skill points as we're running about doing our things. All right, well, that is definitely enough to get us healed. So we start eating some more. Getting our health built back up. Keep an eye on that red bar. We're all back to full health now. Okay. Eat some of this roasted meat. So I'm strong enough to where I can risk potentially going after one of those wissants, or, you know, keep hunting small game. But the big game, again, is going to provide a lot more meat, as you can imagine. And they were just down this way a little bit. Let me go back and pull up the wild animal filter. See if they're on the chart. They were over here somewhere. I swore we came straight up. Maybe we did come from this way. Did we? I thought we were over here. Either way, it shows that they're over here now. So let's take a risk. Let's see if we can go get a buffalo with a spear. But you usually finish him off with an axe. He might run, but chances are he's going to run right at us. And then he has that partner nearby too, who could get angry and charge us. So it's easier with better weapons, iron weapons, but even then, these big wissant buffaloes are, doesn't matter what you hit them with, they are tough. And I don't like killing the youngsters. Oh, but there's a stag right there. Crouch down and hit cap locks. Start moving slowly. There's 2 of them in the area. Doubt we're going to get both. Shoot. Heard me here, just turning. As that one comes right in the way. It'd be such an easy one. Oh, he sounded like he was behind us. All the ones I don't want are coming right at me. Turn around, buddy. Come back. That's right. Come right at us. Ah. He saw me. All right. I'm just going to get one of the youngsters. Run after him and finish it. Sorry, pal. But I need meat. I need to take care of my villagers. Come on. Hover over the right spot. Tag right there. Struck another spear. And I don't have any wood. And if you just try to bum rush them without hurting them first, they're just too fast. I need more spears. Right. Dark. Where'd he go? Where was he at? He is right there. Or was. Go, pal. Oh, there's one of those buffalo. Well, we can try. I need to do this in the day. Let me build us a campfire. And we'll tackle this in the morning. It's too dark. Oh, it was the end of the season. At the end of every season, when it changes to a new season, you always wake back up in your bed. Which, in this case, was a drag, because he was right there. Not that there aren't any nearby that we can't go after, but, you know, sometimes that comes in handy when you're far away and you're at the end of a season. You don't have to travel all the way back. Got ourselves another rabbit. Very nice. Rearm it. And let's go cook whatever meat we have. $25 chunks. Very nice. Any food that spoils, I'm going to start making compost boxes. And you can put any spoiled food in those and start building up fertilizer. You're going to need a lot of fertilizer if you're planning on doing farming. Put that meat in the food shed. Oh, this is resource. Mushroom season. I don't, you can open up soups and things, eggs and mushrooms and soup and mushrooms. And, I normally just, you know, when I'm not live streaming, I feel like I'm boring you to death if I just sit here and walk around picking up stuff. When I'm not live streaming, that's what I and you will probably end up doing, just for a long time, just hours on end, just walking around picking up stuff. But my point with the mushrooms is I'm not a big foodie, so I like saving them up and using them for fertilizer. Like I said, I'll build some compost bins, or you can just leave the food out somewhere and it will rot out in the open or in your compost box. It doesn't matter where you put it. And eventually when you're ready to start doing farming, you're going to need a barn and a farm shed. But in your barn, you can take all of your rotted food, all of your rot, and you can construct fertilizer. So that's why I don't, that's one of the mistakes you can make, is jumping into something like, I really want to farm, I really want to get things going. And then you're like, oh, now I need a barn. Oh, now I need the farm shed. Now I need all this fertilizer. Now I'm going to need bags. Now I'm going to need seeds. Now I'm, you know. So I know that I want to farm later, so I'm just preparing for the future. Gathering for the future. You're wondering where the compost bins are. Under your build menu, under furniture and decorations, and under miscellaneous. There's our wash bin, which I want to get. And here's your compost bin. You only need 4 logs to build one. I'm not going to build one here because this is mostly uneven ground. This is not good for farmland. When I start figuring out where I want to build, where you want to build your farm stuff, you'll want to, I'll just go ahead and put one down for demonstration purposes. It's not too close to our houses and stuff. And that way you can start dumping anything. Like these berries, I mean, if you have extra lots of berries, you can use those as rot. There's those mushrooms. Looks like I picked up a deer skull. And there's some rot already. We must have picked some up somewhere. We've already got a head start. We got 5 rot. Some more mushrooms to throw in there. And when your meat starts going bad, as your meat gets below 50, right now this is all at 100%. But as your meat starts getting rancid, you can throw meat in there as well. Any food, really. Okay, so get all the meat we just roasted. This stuff is at 87%. So once it gets too low, like 70s or 60s, I believe you can, I don't want to say for the roasted meat yet, but I believe for some of the meat, you can get poisoned. So you'll want to take out any meat that's too old. Let's see how well our people are doing on gathering. Nothing. Oh, we're in food, not resources. So on the last day, how did they do? And they're really low experience right now, so don't expect much. Got 7 logs. Take them. They got us 12 sticks. Again, yeah, it's like, wow, you could have got 12 sticks and by yourself in 2 minutes. Yes, I know. Yes. It doesn't seem worth it to have them working at this, but again, they're gaining experience. And eventually they're going to start knocking them out and gathering lots. We've got 5 limestone out of the deal. And again, I'm not the one over there doing it. I'm not the one scrounging around right now for stone and for all the limestone and all of this. I'm out hunting, trying to get food and yada, yada, yada. Okay, where are we at? 34. What I meant earlier with keeping your village clean, you can never keep your village entirely clean. When it shows them doing their job, they don't actually see she's gathering stones, but she didn't actually pick up those stones. Why they don't, I don't know. We can pick up the stones. So when they're doing their job, I would think that in a radius out from the shed or the hut that they're assigned to, that they should do what we do. They would run around and immediately from this point out, or from this other building, a radius around that thing, they would start collecting everything on the ground around that, and that way you could keep your little village clean by having one of these on either side of your little town. But at the moment they don't do that. If you want to keep if you get upset every season that you got fallen sticks and stones and weeds everywhere, yeah, that's the nature of lawn work at the moment. It never ends. Okay, it is a new season. Let's see if anything spawned over here at this cart. Nope, nothing has respawned. It also frees you up with those people working on that stuff if you want and are so inclined to start exploring the map. If you follow the roads, chances are you're going to find a lot of broken down carts like that and be able to find a lot of really neat things. Again, in the first year now, it doesn't always happen, but there are bandits about. So save frequently. I don't have a name for this one. Just new game. Especially when you start wanting to roam around the woods. Do a save and do quick saves frequently, because over any given hill, Just walking along, and all of a sudden they're right there in your face, beating you to death. And the goal is you want to always try to get the drop on them before they can get the drop on you, because that way you can plan on how to deal with them on your own terms. What happened to my spears? Did they not arm? Oh, you know, I'm an idiot. I forgot after all of this to use the resources that they've gathered and that we've gathered to make them some shovels, and put some shovels in the resource. You can take damage. Didn't take much though. That was nice. But you can do crazy jumps. All right, we need to make shovels. Going back into our management screens, once we finish these shovels, let me show you. It told us when we come up to management, we click on the houses, and we go to our buildings. Any red thing here, like the red hammer, is telling us we're missing a tool. So double click on it, excavation shed, and it tells us what we're missing. We have pickaxe, but we don't have any shovels. Let's go throw some in our resource storage, and you'll see that go away. Wooden shovels. Looks like I've got a couple of them. Extra. Got 3 extra here. So let's do that. Now that they're in our resource storage, and we go back to our management and we look at our house and we go under excavation shed, now we have them both and there's no red alert flag going on. Everything else looks good. Click all these and open them up. No other status problems. Well, let's look at happiness. Our village happiness. Again, they're in stick houses at the moment. So, and they're all like first and second level. So their morale is going to be horrible. But they're eating and they have a house. So their moods are at 2 and 4%. When you get and you build them a stone house with insulation, it usually never falls. Usually, I want to say below 50s. That's how big of a difference their house makes. But I guess until they hit, I don't know, 0, I haven't had anybody leave yet. And when they gain levels, they get mood boosts. So here shortly is, you know, they should slowly start gaining level at their jobs. And then occasionally I'll switch them up and have them do each other's job. Change their buildings up a little bit. And it all still kind of falls under their skill for that particular extraction. But I don't know. I'm just sometimes switching it up. So maybe it helps. I could try to boost their mood a little bit. Maybe throw up a couple of really cheesy, fast decorations in the house. But I really don't want to use any resources at the moment. Okay, let's look around and see what's out here for hunting. We have some deer over here. Pigeon. We did pick up a bow, didn't we? I think we did somewhere. That sure makes getting the birds easier. Yeah, we picked up a recurve bow. And it's 82%. So let's put that in slot 8. And we'll go find these arrows that we have here. We've got a couple of iron arrows. Do we have any stone arrows? Yeah, I'd rather use those. We've got 3 stone arrows. Put those there. So we've got to be really careful. because you can easily lose your arrows. We've got 6 bronze arrows, so that's nice. We can't really replenish these, and I think we can if we can find a vendor, a smithy, we can pick up some more. Other than that, we kind of have to wait until we build another building, a hunter's hut, which that's probably one of the things we're going to build next anyway. We do have some gold stars under technology and skills, meaning we have points to spend. So in the activities that we've been doing, we've gained 2 points here to spend, 3 points here, 5 points there, and 4 points there. So for survival knowledge, we've already filled that up. Insensitive is filled up. Iron liver, 25% higher poisoning resistance. I really don't think I ever need that. I really never put points towards that. Survival sense. Seeing sticks, stones, mushrooms, feathers, and herbs in inspector mode. Yeah, I want more. You only need 1 point for that. 1 to 1. Strong as an oak. More health. I'll take it. As much health as you can get. So I'm going to dump all 3 points into that. Survival is lower. Loss of food and water. Sure, it's already full. Headstrong. Alcohol resistance. I don't really care. Really makes no difference to me. Athlete. Slower stamina consumption during movement. If you have stamina on, this is a big deal. You're going to want that. Less damage received. 10% less damage received. Yeah. Can I get that now? Yep. I'll spend my last couple of points on that. Under production, crafting knowledge is full already. Sewing knowledge, cooking knowledge, handyman. This is handyman allows you to insulate buildings. So you only need 1 point for it. So let's get that. Now we can add if we have clay, we can make clay insulated walls, but ideally I don't even want to mess with that and go straight to stone and limestone. Builder, slower durability, loss of hammers. Faster crafting. We already have things on fast craft. I'll put it in the builder. And my hammers don't break so fast. Okay, hunting knowledge. I'm going to dump all 3 points into this. Extraction. If we were not on unlimited weight, this is a big deal right here. Mule. This increases your carry weight. Now, if you play this game on default, you'll understand how important that is. Because if you play this game on defaults or even set things harder, you are just weak. You can't carry a lot. And it's a real drag trying to move things around. And when you just quickly become encumbered and then can't move at all. %, chance to extract additional resources from deposits. I'll take it. Dump 2 points into that. All right, so we spent all of our points over here. Now it says we have points that we can spend in technology, or at least they want us to look at it. Now that we've looked at it, let's see. Okay, so the next building we can get here is the herbalist hut. Next building here is our farm shed, so we can build a barn now if we want it. Build a sewing hut, a smithy 1 or a kitchen 1, workshop 1. We can already build resource storage 2 and getting close on woodshed 2. And the bigger buildings have more capacity and they allow more people to be working them at once. So you can put 2 to 4 people or more on certain buildings. Like the mine, I think you can do like 6 people. Don't quote me on that. So it's not a matter of spending. They just wanted us to realize with that gold star that we've gained information over here, knowledge over here. Okay. So they're good for the moment for food and for water. And now let me go back out here, and even though they're working to gather stone and stuff, I'm going to go ahead and try to do some of my own and do some crafting and go make some money. That's what this live stream has been about, is about taking care of the villagers while they're taking care of me. And now that thinking about making money. It's depleted. So a mushroom. One mushroom. Doesn't want to pick it up or highlight it. Red mushroom. Yep, smack that. Build another pickaxe. Three limestone, 2 stone. We've opened up woodshed 2. That's done. Depleted. Depleted. There's some good rock. I haven't found any particular place in anywhere on the map where it's just like just limestone. It's always in these deposits where you get stone and limestone in one. You are able to find or know of a place that's just, wow, like Limestone Hill, where it's just a big chunk of limestone. I would love to find something like that. I'm going to grind here for a little bit, and then we're going to go craft a bunch, whatever we can craft, what we get. We're going to go run into town, and I'm going to show you how to sell it and make money. And we're going to keep repeating the process. Then we'll find a tailor and get ourselves some nice winter duds. Some locations that I've chose to when I was first starting, I'm like, oh, I like this location, and then there's very, very little rock in the area, and I ended up always huffing it back over here to one of these kind of locations. So now I always think about this as where's the rock first, where's the stone, and where's the limestone. Don't have to worry about trees that are everywhere. In one of my playthroughs, there was a group of bandits right up on top of this hill. Let me make my way up here. You can, if you keep persistently trying to jump, you can eventually get over and up some of these hill cliffs. And there was a group of bandits right here, right over this little ridge here. It's within bow shot. Okay, so if you get caught and there's more than one or more of them, and you have a potentially defensible location, like a cliff like this, if you can get down into a spot, you know, like over here, maybe that's not the best spot, but there are places you can get where the bandits, they can't come down far enough and get you. They'll try to keep, you know, circling around. I think I put myself in a bad spot. Might be trapped. But if you can get into a spot and have them hovering around you, but they can't actually get to you. Ooh, that was a good spot. Then you can break out your bow and kind of pick them off. So always look for the high ground, and always look for some place that you can get to that the AI is just not going to have a good time trying to get to. So that's why I would pick some of these. I was trying to get on that ledge up there. Keep missing it. Gone a little too far. But sometimes they'll just keep, you know, they'll stay right around here. Try to hover around. And again, you just grab your bow at that point and just pop them off. If let me show you another way to deal with bandits. If you on your own terms, if you, let's say you're running around and you see them before they see you, all right, as long as you're kind of out of earshot and you don't make too much noise, you can quickly castle, or in other words, you can quickly build yourself some defenses that they can't get through. So let me open up our build menu under fences. All right. When we are able, we don't have the technology at the moment, but once you get the technology, you can use these to quickly construct obstacles, or build a little, you know, I call it a castle, building some quick little stone walls around you. They can't hop the walls at this point. They won't climb these little half walls. They definitely can't get over the palisade walls. I haven't seen if they can get over stick fences or not. That's only 150 to buy. So possibly they might not go beyond sticks, but let me show you. Let's do that. Let me spend them. No, I don't have the money. I only have 34. You can quickly lay down 4 little walls or fences around you and stand in the center of it, and all the bandits will rush you. I have a one video up posted on doing just that, castling and protecting yourself against the bandits. Oh, you'll get some wood. All right, let's see how many stone knives we can make right at the moment. You can craft 30 of them. Great, let's do it. And this is how you build your financial empire, with the stones and the sticks that we collect. Craft tools, knives, shovels, anything. Construct everything and make your way back over to a town, and we'll sell them. Yeah, I hear you. It broke. And we also have to go check our, you know, we have to make sure that we have enough resources too at the end of the day to make sure that our workers have tools, because they're probably going through their tools like mad. Some of these rocks don't provide any stone. Yeah, it's mad. Yep, a lot of gathering. It's that mushroom. A lot of good sticks around the river here. There's always sticks everywhere. You'll never run out of sticks, that's for sure. They're like weeds. I got my bow. Big bird right there. And when you skin the bird, you get your arrow back. That's nice. You can do quite well for yourself if you're in no hurry to build anything and get any villagers going, and you really don't mind, you're just enjoying the scenery and enjoying running around picking up sticks and stones. If you just, let's just say you spent the first several hours in this game just running around the origin point in Gustovia here, you can do quite well for yourself just by collecting everything in the area. Just, you'll have so many sticks and stones, and you can make an incredible amount of knives. The goal is to, you know, sell as much as you can and take as much as you can from the vendors every season. Every new season, their money replenishes, their stock and their money replenish. So you'll never break a vendor at the moment in the game. There's no way to break a vendor and them being totally bust. Only for a season. You might go take all their money, but they'll have it all back. So yeah, kind of on one of my first playthroughs, that's all I did is I was in no hurry. I wanted to just spend more time exploring the map and just running around and gathering as much as I could. And yeah, sometimes you can leave a town with a bundle of cash. Stone knives sell really well. There's a big joke going around, like, I don't know why it's a joke, but you can make a fortune off of selling stone knives, and you can. I find that certain items like the pickaxe use a little bit more resources, but they sell a little bit better. But you know, everything sells. You might get a couple more pennies for them. Gotta get into town before the sun goes down. See if we can finish crafting and sell. I don't know why I always go to the tavern first. There's a couple vendors back there. You know, the food vendor and all. She's not even in at the moment. All right, how many more stone knives can we make? What we just picked up there, 16. Just in what we picked up out in the ground. Great. There she is. Pardon us,
How's life treating you?
That's great.
My
Thanks for
wares
asking.
never disappoint.
I would like to say the same about my own, but I'm a rookie at this point. Okay, stone knife, 46. 920 coins for 40 knives. So that's pretty good. See if we have any resources left over.
Have a good day.
I don't know why she sounds mean at that on the exit. We still have resources. We can construct some wooden hoe, wooden shovel, or the spear is probably the easiest. Let's see, it requires just one log. There's a log and a stick. There's 2 logs. Let's see how many spears we can knock out. 16.
How can I help you? My wares never disappoint.
Sell all those. 170. Great. So we're at 1,124. And you really only need around 2,000 or more to get your winter clothes. So we're already just a couple of days in and we're in great shape.
Goodbye.
How do you? Is there anybody else around here that's interesting to talk to? No, not really. We're supposed to talk to this guy, but I don't really want to do any of the story quest stuff right at the moment. But we do need to complete some quests for neighbors to open up more houses to build. But I'm not really in any hurry to do that either. I'm just, the only thing I'm concerned with right now is taking care of those 2 villagers, and so that they get experience doing what their jobs right at the moment, and that they keep providing me sticks and stones. And that was pretty much what this live stream was all about. I think we can kind of tidy it up here and then, you know, pick up here with the next live stream. But this one was on the villagers' needs and what to do to take care of them. And let me see, where would we go next from here on the next video, next live stream? Probably preparing for winter and getting our winter clothes, keep crafting and working our way towards winter. And making sure we have enough food and water and everything and firewood to get through the winter. So yeah, I think we've met all the goals for the live stream title, which was villagers' needs and go and we'll end it here in a minute. Let me get back to the village and we'll look at the status of everything, how much food we have, how they're doing, if they need any tools. Put a marker, it's dark. I actually don't need to be at the village to check all the management stuff. I can actually do it anywhere. It doesn't really matter, but I wanted to get over to the village. But under management, let's look at the buildings and make sure there's no red flags going off anywhere. So they have all the tools that they need to do their job. There's no problems going on. We click on them. They're still hovering around 2 and 4%. They haven't raised the levels yet. But this is only like the second or third day that they've been at this themselves. All right. And all I wanted to do next is check the food. I'm sure they're doing great. Management, food. Food. No, yeah, food items. No, that's wrong. Oh, while we're here, I do want to show you this. This is very important, especially for later. If there are certain things you want them to not consume, you're going to need to come to this screen, okay? All right, this is people's demand control under management. Okay, and it's the last one. So these are all the food items that your villagers can eat. Okay, if there are things that you do not want them to eat, for example, I don't really want them to eat any of these mushrooms in case I don't know that they will. I doubt that they will if I were to put any in the food, but they might. But I don't want them to get poisoned. So I'm going to take all the mushrooms off the list of things that they can eat. If I don't want them to drink up all my alcohol, it's just for me until I open up a tavern and then we can all get hammered together, I guess. I can take all the alcohol off the things that they can drink. That way I can safely store all my alcohol in the resource and food storage, and they won't drink it. All right. There are certain consumables. Let's say you're a person who's going to play this game and you're really into the foodie aspect of it. You really want to go after food and have all the recipes and cook everything. Okay. You might not want your people to consume the vegetables in their just in their raw form, because you need those vegetables to construct better meals. You need the cabbage and the meat, or the cabbage and the salted meat to construct some pottage. You might need the fish meat and the beetroot to make a soup, or either way. Let's say you don't want them to eat the cabbages by themselves because you want to use the cabbages for making pottage. So take cabbages off the list. You don't want them eating the salted meat because you want to use that for dishes. So in case you want to restrict them from eating something, this is the way to do it. Again, it's this last option here, people's demand control. Okay, let me see if there's anything else over here. No, that about does it. Yep. Okay, so that is going to do it for this live stream. If you'd like to continue following me, and eventually, I think after a few more gameplays with this particular group, I might transition. I don't know. Maybe we see how far we take this group, but transition and show you where I'm currently at with my other playthrough, and I'm almost at city level. I've got over 35, 40 villagers. I've got kids popping out now all over the place. Not my own. I've hooked up a lot of villagers together. I got their skill levels really high, and then I started merging them all together so that they have smarter kids and better kids. And I held off getting a wife until she was very had a lot of good skill points, and show you what I'm working on with that particular one. So if you're interested, again, like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next live stream. What time is it? I can almost start another live stream here shortly. Need a break. Okay. Thank you for tuning in. Catch you on the next live stream.